comparing expensive, cheap, and middle ground splitboard setups to see what's really worth your money and if you should go all in or just stick to Facebook Marketplace.
Alright, this is the expensive setup. It's my dad's setup that he bought from the source. It's a Jones Solution 154 with the step-on hitchhiker bindings. He paid about $2,100 for this setup, brand new, and honestly, I'm not sure if it's worth it, and that's what we're going to find out. So this board is going to weigh 11 pounds, and it has many features that make the transition process easier. For example, it doesn't have straps, which is absolutely kind of a game changer because you don't have to worry about things breaking. It makes the transition process relatively easy and simple. The board actually has a wavy edge, which makes turning it from skis into a snowboard much easier to connect. I'll take a holy is it ever wavy. So basically that wavy edge is going to make it so it can just snap right together no problem. Like literally all I have to do is go and bang, it's a snowboard. That easy. It takes zero time at all. You don't have to finick with it or anything. As you'll see with the other boards, you kind of have to like twist it into place and it's kind of finicky. Jones has a really good brand reputation and they genuinely like concentrate on making splitboards. Like they spend a lot of time making the perfect splitboard for recreational use that you don't have to worry about any malfunctions on it or anything like that. The extensive splitboard is running the Spark R&D system, which is super simple to put together. It only has 4 bolts holding the bindings on, which is super great in theory because it's super easy to put together, and if something comes loose, you know exactly what's loose because there's only 4 things that can be. The whole binding itself is super simple. There's literally 7 screws that can go loose. Like that's so easy, and you don't have to worry about anything. And it's all the same screw too. It's all just a Phillips head screwdriver, which is great because then you don't have to worry about a bunch of things malfunctioning. You just have all the tools on hand with you in your pack, and you don't have to worry about fixing it. These are the expensive splitboard skins. One thing I just noticed when I started holding these compared to my skins at the medium price is look at the form factor. Like that packs down way, like it's about half the size, which is honestly great when you're storing them in your pack. These skins, if I'm being honest, the price point is $300 Canadian, which is insane. Insane. But the skins are, I'm not 100% sure if they're worth the money, but one thing I did notice when me and my dad are skinning is the glide on his are significantly better. Is it worth $300? Probably not, if I'm being totally honest. Yeah, these skins, these are the skins. They're pretty boring when it comes to color, but who cares? They feel like holding these feel insane.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's John Slidey.
They look-y slidey as hell. I'm not sure. They feel less grippy than mine though.
Yeah, same.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. These skins are super expensive. They have really good glide. They do have relatively good traction. You never complained about it, so assume they're pretty dialed, but...
This is my beautiful 15-year-old Burton landlord with the K2 Farout bindings. I got the splitboard on Facebook Marketplace along with Muse G3 skins. The bindings, K2 Farout bindings, they were on sale at Mech. I got them for, I think, $330, which is a lot better than the regular price of, I think, $420. It is running the same Spark R&D system as the Jones expensive board, yet it is about 15 years older. It's got relatively the same like clip system on the board as the expensive board. It's just a little bit looser. It doesn't actually clamp down like when we get to the mid board. It actually has clamps on the clips instead of just kind of sliding into place. You're kind of relying on the bindings to hold the board together when you're riding. The toe piece and heel piece for the K2 Farouts is kind of jank, I won't lie. It was a little bit of a challenge putting it together, just because it was kind of unorthodox, I guess. Oh yeah. So we're gonna lift up this lever right here and push forward. You can see the pucks.
Same pucks.
Literally the exact same. Actually very thankful for how this system comes off, but it begs the question on how efficient it will be at staying together. Pull it forward and pop it in place.
Dude, tack.
And boom. We're in skid mode.
It's a little finicky, but it's not necessarily the end of the world.
I mean, the mechanics of the actual skinning mode of the bindings is questionable. But I mean, I feel the board is very trustworthy. Burton is the snowboard brand. K2, these aren't super popular bindings. I don't know if I can trust K2 if they make skis too.
Yeah, one thing I noticed is like there is a slight wiggle to the binding.
Yeah.
Which is a little, like, it's not necessarily sketch, but I feel like when you're riding, I'm just not sure if you're going to feel it. Like, when we're riding POW, I feel like you're not going to notice. Like, I think you'd notice on a groomer.
Yeah.
Like, it's like riding with a loose binding. You don't notice when you're off-piste, but you do when you're ripping a groomer.
Yeah. Alright, as for skins, the board came with these G3 Alpinist skins. The little Asian dude I bought off Marketplace from said that he only used them about 4 or 5 times. And that kind of checks out. They look pretty much brand new. They did not come with a bag though, which is mildly annoying. They came with skin savers, which is nice. And the glue is grippy. This board came out to weigh 12.5 pounds, while the expensive setup weighed about 11.
About 11.
And I mean, it's not a huge difference.
I don't think you'll notice.
£1.50 for $600 less.
Yeah. I don't think you're going to notice.
I'll take that all day.
Yeah. Alright, this is my Arbor Abacus split. It is a 164, so it is pretty long. But when you're riding, like for me personally, I'm not going to be riding any crazy cool bars as of right now. So just surfing through glades, I don't really care about the size of my board. It's not going to be the end of the world. This Arbor Baskets, I also got these Karakorum Prime X bindings from 2019. They were the lightest bindings on the market in 2019. If you see, there's literally like forged carbon fiber on the high back, which is insane. But yeah, the Karakorum base plate system is way different. Non-benefit with the Karakorum system is I do find it does get kind of finicky when you're taking it apart, as you're kind of like wrenching on stuff to get it off. It's not necessarily a very like pleasant experience, especially if you have cold hands. I personally am okay with that trade-off because it really keeps it solid and secure together and makes it so it feels like I'm riding a resort board. This part's pretty easy. I like putting it into skin mode because it's literally just pop it in, push that down, bang, skin mode. You just saw how the Karakorum system works, and I personally think that that is a huge benefit, having it literally ratchet itself together, because it creates the board to be super solid and not like flex apart when in comparison to the other Jones and Burton boards where the Spark R&D system doesn't really hold it together that well. This Arbor Basket split has a parabolic rocker, which makes it so there's some crazy contact points in there to make it a lot easier while you're skinning. It makes it so there's way more contact points for way more traction while you're skinning up the mountain. These are G3 Alpinist skins. They're great. They have a lot of traction. Now they don't necessarily glide as well as like the mohair Jones skins. These are still sweet and they're gonna get you to where you wanna go. And it's not the end of the world. The system for clamping it onto the tail is also super simple and super easy. You literally just put it over and it's on there. It's easy peasy. So the final verdict on what we think really is the best value for your money, we think the middle is going to be the best, just mainly because the Karakorum system is just absolutely incredible. It just locks your board in, makes it feel way less like a split board. It'll make it feel like you're riding a resort board and you'll just forget that you're even on a split.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they all do the same thing, but it all just kind of depends on what situation you're in and what you're looking to do with the split board. Sure, you can spend $2,100, but they do the same thing. The $250 board and $300 bindings do the same as the bajillion-dollar setup. That's not to say that the cheap system does not have its problems.
Yeah,
I think the mid-tier is probably the best.
The best way to go if you like if you're gonna buy if you're looking at buying a $500 split board, you could just buy that one, or you could save like just a touch more money if you really wanted to. But at the end of the day, you're just going to still get out there, so who cares? I will say, it will be worth it to buy the super expensive model if you're planning on going on an insanely long tour. Like, if you're going on multi-days, buy the super reliable expensive board. Don't have to worry about all this random technology. Just worry about it being able to bring a screwdriver, a few extra parts, and you don't got to worry about your board breaking on you.
Most disappointing.
Most definitely the expensive. It's not worth the money if you don't have the money, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you do get what you pay for, but it's not going to
But the barrier of entry is just so insanely high.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we're literally going from 500 to 700 and then just $2,100. Like,
most impressive, definitely got to be the cheap one.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just impressive that
you can get that for the price you're paying. And you can get out there for that price you're paying. Like, I'm sure you're going to only spend another maybe $400 on everything else you need to buy, hopefully.
Tune in.
Yeah.
Net new video idea. Splitboard set up for less than a Lake Louise season pass.
Yeah.
Coming to you.
We'll probably have some other videos coming out later this year, hopefully.
Video's over. Go home. Actually, go outside, bro. Get off your ass. Stop scrolling fucking YouTube.